Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly reading. Okay, so this reading is for Scorpio Sun, Moon and Rising. And when I was just tuning in for you then, Scorpio, I was just getting this sense that like the world was quite literally spinning. It was like a kaleidoscope. And it was this sense that so many things are shifting and changing, or something big has shifted and changed, that it feels slightly disorientating. So, we've just come off the big full moon lunar eclipse in your sign, which would have really affected you. So let's pull some cards and see what energies you're moving towards and what energies you're working through with this big, intense energy, that especially emotionally intense energy, perhaps even psychically intense energies that you've been dealing with over the past week or so. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Two of Wands. Nice. There's something very dear to your heart, or someone very dear to your heart, that you're wanting to start something new with here. There's been a sense of a shift of healing and you're ready to kind of step into it now, or you're ready to kind of form a partnership. This may not even be somebody that you know yet, but you're ready to open up and step into new territory, new terrain. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is somebody, could potentially be a Leo around you. The Five of Swords, or just somebody who's very warm and knows what it is that you want. Like, this is the person you want to connect to. Now, if it's a Leo that you don't like, it's not that person. This is someone that you do want to connect to. And the Knight of Cups, beautiful. Okay. And at the base, the Four of Swords. So this is where you find yourself at some kind of a crossroads. And it's like, or you have found yourself at a bit of a crossroads, but it does require a little bit of contemplation, even taking some time out, some deep rest to come through. There's a big evaluation of the path that lies ahead of you, because there's choices. So it's kind of interesting. I think part of the disorientation is about just it making sense, because there's all these big energies coming in. A lot of them are very highly spiritual energies, or energies that you're feeling within your body, your sensory body, and there's just knowing energies. Like, it's a knowing feeling, or I just know I want to be doing this, so I know I'm ready to do it. But your logical part of your brain has to kind of process it. There's a little bit of processing time for that, and it needs to kind of, there's a bit of a mindset shift happening and some choices, and seeing that there are different ways to organize something or manage something or even think about something. There's choices around your brain, like your thoughts. So interesting. But this Queen of Wands energy right in the center, like, this is actually a very, very somebody that you are very attracted to. And it doesn't have to be like sexually. It's just like they're like a magnet. They're warm. It's like you want to either be like them, you want to be with them, or you just want to work with them. There's a sense of you just like this person. You like this person's energy. You like what it is that they're doing in the world. You like who they are. And this is where you kind of wanting to find this person. I don't necessarily feel like for a lot of you that you've got it in your life at this moment in time. I feel like you're looking for this warm connection here. Now, some of you already do have it, so that's fine. Just like I said, it's general reading, so just take what's feeling right and what isn't. But I do feel like this sense is also, like, what it's doing is this Queen of Wands energy is really connecting you to something deep inside your heart that you truly want, that you're finally admitting to yourself, or finally allowing yourself to pursue in some way. So this could quite literally be somebody that you already know, but you're opening up to new horizons or new territories, or, perhaps this is like you're thinking bigger in terms of career and work, and you're looking for new connection that way, or a new opportunity that way. So yeah, I mean, the Knight of Cups is beautiful because this is around this, like I said, it feels really close to your heart, this energy. It feels like it's something that potentially needs to be kept a bit private at this moment, something that you would only tell, like, perhaps like your closest or nearest and dearest, maybe not even them. It's something that needs to be nurtured and protected in your own energy, in your own shield at this moment in time. But it's your heart is moving you forward here, not your head. Your head is understanding where your heart and all these other energies, intuitive energies, are taking you. So don't worry if it's a little bit behind the eight ball. It will be behind these other energies. But the best way to deal with that is to just be open and to sit with it. Sit with it. Let your mind sit with these energies and contemplate and understand that they're are new ways that things can be done. So it actually feels like this very first intrepid stepping off on the next big adventure in the search for this, of what it is that you're truly looking for here, or who it is, what this connection is that you're truly looking for. And ultimately what it is how your heart wants to feel, because it wants to feel the passion. It wants to feel that this is something that it truly feels excited by, that it truly wants. So, I mean, this can come in so many different forms, Scorpio, but it can be a reignition of a path or new path that opens up with an existing relationship. It can be on the search for the person that makes you feel like this, or the opportunity that makes you feel like this. And it can be the search for finding that within yourself as well. So it actually has this real sense of purpose, but because it's so heart connected, it actually feels really good. And that's why we're kind of getting this Leo energy, because Leo is all about the heart. So trust the heart and trust this kind of energy that's coming through, that's leading you at the moment. If it's heart first, it's going to feel good. Your head is, like I said, is going to have to follow. So that's the reading. Oh, no, it's not the reading. I was going to pull some more cards for you, Scorpio. But anyway, let's pull an animal energy and see what's coming through. So yeah, I do feel like this Queen of Wands energy might be somebody around you at this moment in time that embodies this sort of warm energy that invokes some kind of passion within you, or inspiration, somebody that you admire and, look at and think, yeah, I want to be like that, or I want, to do that. So we've got the bat energy and the fish. And they could also be energies within yourself. So the bat energy is interesting, and we can see that big full moon there. It's showing you what fears perhaps you've let go of, which is actually really great over that big lunar eclipse in your sign. And the fish energy is kind of interesting because it's turned something that's been an emotional struggle into a motivator, into I'm not going to let that pull me down anymore. I'm going to use it to inspire me to do greater things with my life. So, you're turning an energy upside down. You're turning it around, where previously this energy could have been something that pulled you into it pulled you down in some way. You could have felt down, or maybe you just kind of felt a bit funky, or there were some emotions. But it's a sense of shifting that and turning it. So, wow. And there's a lot of red here, a lot of red that I'm really, I think it's got a lot to do with the base chakra, is what I'm getting, that there's a lot of very old toxic karmic energy being released from your base chakra. So anything that you can do that can actually really help release this, it's to do with releasing a lot of very old fears, but it's also to do with where you feel like you belong in the world, deeply, like deep roots, quite literally. And it can also be around sexual energy as well. So there could be a kundalini, any kind of kundalini working, kundalini yoga or meditations or anything like that could be really great for this. But they're just showing you even wearing the color red would be really great. I mean, even in this Two of Wands, you can see that there's a new dawn and it's a red sun that's coming up. So it's coming from this very deep place of passion being converted, fears being converted into passion. So, it's actually very, very potent energy, which, it's something that you can work a lot with. It can go right into relationship with sexuality and expressions of all of that sort of stuff, deep feelings around that have been, or deep fears around that. So there's a lot that's come through. Now, this is what I like about the fact that there's a lot of lions that are coming in, and I know that that's kind of like a very Leo-ish thing, but this is what we got as your take-home message, the King of Feathers, and we can see the beautiful lion there. So we've got the King of Feathers is actually, like it says, logic and justice. It's actually the equivalent of the King of Swords. So it's not a fire energy. It's actually an Aquarian energy. So we've got both Leo and Aquarius, which are both actually opposite signs, and interesting, like Aquarius equals the head, Leo equals the heart, and it's finding that balance between the two. And that, like I said, the heart is the one that's leading you and the head's the one that needs to kind of make sense of it. And so then it's just logically understanding what messages are coming in through this very deep soul energy, because whenever you get a lot of felines, this represents soul energy coming through as well. So yeah, and this is, saying that there are decisions that need to be made, logical, rational decisions that need to be made here about this. Absolutely. But it's a sense of, and taking an idea of being the leader in your life, bossing up like that. But yeah, it's finding that beautiful balance, and it's just this sense of connecting to these very beautiful but a lot of passion and creativity that's coming through with this. So just passion is the word I'm getting for you. Passion, just deep desires. So yeah, starting a new cycle that's kind of pulling you in that direction, and in a positive way. So that's it, Scorpio. A really interesting week for you. And so, yep, thanks so much for joining me, and look forward to seeing you next time. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment.